Foundation for data science. No. This video is not about learning R, learning Python, learning calculus, learning algebra. No, it's more of a non-technical discussion. So I'm not going to talk about what you should know, how you should code, all the technical stuffs. Rather, I'm going to talk about some of my personal experiences which I feel you should have in your personality, which I have learned over the time. If you have these things in your personality, you are going to have a great data science career. Welcome to Unfold Data Science. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. Let's start the discussion. So the very first thing I want to talk here is there are few habits which we need to learn with time. Okay. For example, if I give you my example, honestly, I was not someone who used to go to gym or swimming when I was in college, right? But as I grew, I realized the importance of fitness. So I started going to swimming or maybe some yoga, some gym, these kind of things, right? Similarly, there are many people who are not in a habit of reading. Okay, so maybe they did not, were in a school where it was forced to go to library, or somehow the reading habit is not a part of their personality. But if you are into data science, if you want to do something good in data science, if you want to make a good career out of it, then one habit that you must learn is habit of reading. This is very, very important, guys. This is not applicable only to some specific area. For example, somebody who is doing research, they should study. Normal data scientist who is working on codes, they should not study. No, it is for all of us. If you and me are in reading habit, then it is going to be a great advantageous thing. It is going to give a very big boost of your learning curve. Okay. So take your example. So suppose I give you a 10-page PDF and I tell you there is a new algorithm coming in the market. This is the, copy paper of that algorithm. So you or me or anybody who wants to build a good career in data science, they should be in a mindset of reading that, how it is working, how things are happening. Not only that, sometimes you will have to read some of the organization structures, how organization is working. For example, if I take Coca-Cola, I tell you to build a model on Coca-Cola revenue forecast. Sometimes you need to study few things about how the revenue of Coca-Cola works. This is very much applicable in banking and finance sector. So the very first thing I want you to understand is, if you do not have a habit of reading, that is perfectly fine. But as I gave you my example in the beginning, we must inculcate that habit. We must learn that habit. Start with something that is interesting for you. For example, if you want to read some novels, some comic books, something, but you have to bring that habit in your personality. That is point number one. Next is, I have seen many people who are very much attached to their skill sets and who are very much into a mindset that I will do this, I will not do this. One thing you have to understand here is, as an individual, as a person, as an employee or as a freelancer, your or my job is to solve a business problem. Okay? By doing something simple, if you solve a business problem, there is no harm in it. By doing something complex, if you are not able to solve a business problem, then it is not going to be beneficial. Client is not going to come to you back, right? So you and me have to understand that it is not always deep learning or YOLO or those kind of models which will solve the business problem. Sometimes a simple SQL query can solve the business problem. For example, I give you, let's say, sales data of Coca-Cola for 3 years and I ask you, can you just identify me the outliers which are 3 sigma away from the median? You can write this logic in SQL only. Mu plus minus 3 sigma away from the mean both sides. You can write this logic in SQL and you can give me the result. There is no modeling, no need of any fancy machine learning algorithm. But you are answering my question. You are giving me the solution. You are solving the business problem. So what you are essentially doing here is you are just writing a SQL query. There are people who are very much attached that I will do only modeling. So my code skill set is Python plus deep learning. I will work on that part only. I will not work on SQL part. I will not work on big data part. I will not work on Spark part. So all these things relate to data only. So if you become good in SQL or if you become good in Spark, you are just adding new knowledge to your data science bucket, right? All these things are related to data science only. As a data scientist, more flexible you are, more approachable you are for different kind of business problems, more gates will open for you on different opportunities. For example, if you are very much specific into doing something, some very specific task, for example image detection or something to do with image analysis, image analytics, those kind of things, then maybe tomorrow people will not reach out to you for revenue forecast. But if you keep your doors open, right, for multiple things, then people may reach out to you for consulting, people may reach out to you for defining their problem statement, people may reach out to you for training, mentoring, those kind of things. So my opinion here is keep all the doors open. Do not think that something is not useful for you given it is in data space, right? Next thing I want you to understand is there are people who work on the main component of the program or who work on the main part of the project, but they are not very much into when you tell them can you go and explain this to someone. So they will be kind of taking a back seat. They will not be comfortable in talking to many people, right, explaining what has been done. So whenever there is calls or there is discussions, they will just find out if somebody can talk on behalf of them, right? There are many people who are doing amazing jobs behind the scene, but what they want is somebody else to talk for them. They do not like to talk, they do not want to talk. So maybe little bit of introvert nature, right? So in data science, if you do not have a very good storytelling skill, then maybe today or tomorrow you will get stuck. I am telling you this because I have seen this in my experience. There are people who are doing amazing job behind the scene, but they have built a habit over the years of just working behind the scene, not talking to someone. So if you are having that habit of avoiding the talks, avoiding the discussion, avoiding the meetings, you want someone to talk on behalf of you, that habit, you should come out of that immediately. You have to be a storyteller. You have to be someone who is very good in creating data stories. You have to be someone who is very much approachable and who explains things nicely. This is the idea I want to give you. You have to be someone, people are not shy to reach out to you, or people should not think that this guy will point me to someone else. So what is the need of reaching to this guy? Let's reach to that guy only. No, you have to be in a position who can answer the question. If you do not have the answer, you will get the answer. So you have to be that guy, not the guy who is not approachable, not reachable. Okay. The next thing I want you to understand is many people in my life, they keep asking, what is the salary of entry level data scientist? What is the salary of 5 years plus data scientist? What is the salary in Amazon, Google, Flipkart, Walmart? So one thing I want you to understand is why you expect the other guy to decide your salary. It has to be you who will decide your salary. This might look little surprising to you, but when someone else decides your salary, then they judge your skills, and then based on your skills they will give you the salary. But there can be a scenario where you improve your skill to a level that you can say I will work in this number, I will not work below this number. How you can be like that? So let us say there is an XYZ company. You have to be useful for that company in multiple ways. What I mean by that? So just recap of what all 3 points I told you, right? For example, if I hire Aman, then Aman is someone who can create very good data stories, who can talk to the people whenever there is a requirement. Aman is someone who can mentor a team as well. So if I bring, if I hire 10 freshers from outside, maybe this guy can mentor them into data science. Okay. Aman is someone who is flexible on working in different areas. So he is not bound to one particular skill set or one particular area, these kind of things. Salary will follow you, right? So you no need to run behind these numbers. Some number can be less for you. If I tell you some number, it might be less for some people, it might be more for some people. So let us not focus on those. Focus on improving ourselves on various dimensions, and that is where multiple things will follow you. Many people will want to work with you. So you have to be in that mindset. So this was all from my personal experience, and that is why in the beginning I told somebody's experience might be different or somebody's thought might be different than mine, but I just thought of sharing with you what I felt honestly. So let me know in comments how did you like this video. I'll come up with another interesting video. Till then, all of you stay safe and take care.